And welcome back. Tshwane's new mayor, Dr Nasiphi Moya, has unveiled her mayoral committee. Moya was elected as the new mayor this week following the ousting of former Tshwane Mayor Cllr, who was voted out through an ANC motion of no confidence 2 weeks ago. The ANC scooped the most seats with 5 and the portfolio of finance. And amongst others, parties represented are EFF, ActionSA and the Good Party. Political analyst Levy Ndou now joins us for this. Levy, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. It is an 11-person strong executive, which includes the mayor. It is a bit unusual that the mayor would be from a party that does not have the majority of the seats in that mayoral committee. 5 of those 11 seats went to the ANC with the finance portfolio. ActionSA, being the party that has the mayoral chain, only has 3 seats, while the EFF has 2 seats, and the Good Party having 1 seat. What do you think the compromise there could have been for it to be this split?
Good evening, Oliver. Good evening to the viewers at home. This could have been necessitated by the negotiations that took place amongst the different political parties that are in charge of the city. It also reflects what appears to be a proportional representation, especially having looked at the performance of these parties during the elections. But the overall winner in this whole exercise is the ActionSA and the ANC. ActionSA's mission to ensure that the DA is removed from power as bad fruits, and that is what they plan to do, and it has also happened. The desire by the ANC to be in charge in the city of Tshwane has also bad fruits, because indeed they got many of the portfolios in the city of Tshwane. And at the end of the day, the Democratic Alliance remains the much bigger loser in this whole exercise.
Yeah. Another interesting twist here is that the Good Party has a single seat in this 11-person mayoral committee. Importantly, the Good Party is the only other party here that is a part of the governing coalition at a national level, the Government of National Unity, which includes the ANC. What does that tell us about the dynamics between what happens at a local level and what happens at a national level, specifically given that ActionSA and the EFF are not involved with the ANC at a national level, but the Good Party is?
It's important to note that the model of the GNU, which is taking place at national level, has not necessarily been adopted at local level. And if indeed such is supposed to happen, it will require negotiations from the role players at national level to ensure that they take it down. Unfortunately, if indeed they had a plan of having that model at local level, they could still do it, but in the case of Tshwane, they appear to have been late to do so. But another aspect that we need to consider is that having the GNU does not necessarily mean that automatically things are going to happen that way in other levels of government. We have seen that with the province of Gauteng. It has not been the case, and it is also appearing not to be the case. The biggest fear of the Democratic Alliance in this instance has actually arrived. The working together of the ANC and the EFF, now with ActionSA and the Good Party, could be something that the DA feared, and unfortunately it has actually happened now with the city of Tshwane.
Yeah, the MMC of Finance is Eugene, who's also the ANC's chairperson in the Tshwane region. The Tshwane municipality, or the city of Tshwane, has a municipal financial misfall, which is to the extent of 13 billion rand when you look at wasteful and unregulated expenditure, according to the Auditor General's report. It only has a capital expenditure budget of 2.1 billion rand. Its collection rates leaves much to be desired. If they can't seem to turn around the finances and the state of finances of the city of Tshwane, is it ActionSA that takes the blame here and they get punished in the next local government election, or is it the ANC who has the position of MMC of Finance in Eugene Modise?
The state of the finances in the city of Tshwane is something that those that are involved in the governance of the city should be worried about, and indeed that is a potential to negatively affect other projects of the City of Tshwane. My view is that those that are given the responsibilities to run the finances of the city should not do what others have done in the past, focusing on the mistakes of the predecessors and not focusing on the responsibilities at hand. My expectation is that in the next 4 to 6 months, we should be seeing the finances of the City of Tshwane stabilizing. We should see service delivery going to the very same areas where they say the Democratic Alliance has neglected. We need to see the City of Tshwane standing on its foot financially, but also at the same time being able to provide the much needed services that ordinary citizens require.
Levy Ndou, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Political analyst Dr. Levy Ndou. In case you had missed that announcement by the mayor of the City of Tshwane, here is the mayoral committee that was announced. In community and social development, that is Councillor Palesa Modise of the ANC. Economic development and spatial planning is Councillor Ramabodu of the Good Party. Environmental and agricultural management is Councillor Obakeng Ramabodu of the EFF. The MMC of Finance is Eugene Modise of the ANC. The MMC of Health is Tshegofatso Mashabela of the EFF, while Corporate and Shared Services is Councillor Kholofelo Morodi of ActionSA. Housing and Human Settlements is Councillor Maluleka of the ANC. Roads and Transport is Councillor Tangi Mogale of the ANC. Utility Services is Councillor Frans Boshielo of ANC, and Community Safety is Elderman Coetzee of ActionSA.